All right, y'all, how's it going? Happy late morning to you for some reason. So I come out here to early this morning. I got out here kind of early too to try to catch bait. And well, I'll start off by saying this. I found a ton of shad. I found just more shad than I knew what to do with. But problem was, every school that I found, they were all them 1.5 to 3 inch shad. Well, it's not what I wanted. So, man, I had to search and search and search and go. Like, I even, for some reason, went shallow for whatever reason. I didn't see nothing up there, but I just happened to find one. Well, I'm sure there's more spots now that I kind of had an idea, but I didn't have to obviously search anymore for shad after that. But it was further back, but it was a creek mouth that just kind of had like a little eddy right in front of it because we got current. And it was absolutely loaded with good gizzard shad. So places like that I don't typically throw all the time, I'll use one of my cheaper nets to do test throws. And they were about 20 something feet down. So the first 2 throws, I caught a couple, pretty nice gizzards. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I broke out the tape net, made one throw, and I probably had 200 of them in there. So I had to let some of them out before I could pull the net in the boat. But I'll show you what I ended up getting this morning. It's I got a mixture. Like I said, I wasn't going to go through all of them, but of course I don't put ice in that cooler. Not this time of year. But we got some mondos in there, so I'm going to get some of these cut up, get them tossed out. But like I said last video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to try. People call them wintering holes. I mean, I guess essentially that's what they are. So back behind us, we got we got two big holes behind us, but the one that's directly behind us is the deepest. And I parked here because we've got structure right like 60 feet that way. Then there's another one right on the top edge of the hole. Now I don't know if that's going to mean anything. I may have to actually go into the hole, but I'll be able to touch the hole or get up above it because the current's really not bad today. I mean, it's good enough to where we have a north wind and the current's coming down and it's keeping the boat straight, but it's not terrible. These fish will move around in this. And then I'm just going to move up this bank, this stretch here, because it's just got a bunch of deep holes. Then I'll go across and we'll try to fish as much as we can fish. I burned up almost 3 hours this morning trying to find the right shad. And it's not that they're not out here, it's just I didn't find them, in time. I kept messing around with them. Again, them little shad are about like that all morning. Every school that I found was like that, and then I finally scanned across, like I said, it was 30 foot of water, and I just happened to catch this huge school off to the left. I'm like, okay, cool. So then I, like I said, did a couple test throws. I did pretty good, but yeah, that's the game plan for today. We got a lot colder, the snow's come and gone. You can still see remnants of it still left, but I want to try to see if we can't find them out of their wintering holes. We're still 47 degrees. I could probably go other places and definitely catch a few fish, but I want to try these because I haven't tried them in a while. And I remember last year, this was kind of the deal. So this time of year. So we're going to give it a shot. I think this north wind's supposed to pick up a little bit more, so it's going to be terrible, but it's not going to be awful. We'll have a little bit of sun out. Looks like we're going to have more of it. It's another high pressure day, full moon. So there's that. So we're going to just, I don't know, be thankful for whatever we catch today, but hopefully we can haul us a good one inside the boat. But like I said, I'm going to start off on the top edge of these holes. I may have to actually dip back into the hole. I didn't scan anything, but if you watch my channel long enough, that don't mean nothing. It's either I ain't seen it or we're just not going to see it on the graph. So, but I've got a lot of bait. So we're gonna get these dudes cut up and get them out there. But yeah, I like it when it throws like that, man. Like I said, with any luck, we can put us a good in the boat today, or a couple. I don't know. Sometimes this works out. Sometimes it doesn't. Which I do have another spot on up that we will sit on. It's kind of a mud flat-ish type place that I was going through videos from last year. I did pretty good anchored up there. All right, send this one down. Once I get it untangled, if I can get it untangled. There we go. Ooh, well, there we go. Yep, he's got me in that stick back there. I figured he's still in it too. I could feel it. Get out of there, buddy. He's still in it. Did he come out? Yeah, I think he came out. Yeah, there he just come out. Good deal. He had me in it for sure. Yeah, that's why I like sitting above structure, cover, whatever you want to call it. Not a bad fish. That didn't take long at all, man. We ain't been here 5 minutes. Granted, he was on the upper end of the hole here, so, because I had that, like I said, that tree, which I'll show you guys here in a minute, where I've got it all marked. I was trying to get I had so many shells and small shad in this boat, and I was trying to get them thrown out. Not a bad one. We get him in a boat, he'll make a good skunk buster. Well, don't go over there. No, come this way. I don't want you getting in that braid. Well, you get in that braid, it'll be a mess. Yeah, he's not a bad one. He's not hooked all that well, but he's not a bad one. Yeah, he definitely had me in some that tree down there. This is a big-headed male. Yeah, look at this dude. Come on. Yeah, look at this dude start off the morning. Heck yeah, that's a 20 pounder. That's a 22 pounder right there, y'all. Heck yeah. Just old big-headed male. See the head on him. But he's got the dark colors like he's been up here a minute running these shallows. Well, good deal. I mean, we're gonna hit on something today. I appreciate it, buddy. I don't know, he's probably closer to 25 if I had to guess. Thank you, buddy. Good skunk buster. Good skunk buster there. All right, I'm gonna show you this spot that we set up on. Oh, let me get these gloves off. So you can see where we're sitting at. And this is this hole right here, which at Winter Pool, I know it says 57 feet there, but it's about 52 feet sitting right there. And that's that tree where we just pulled that fish out of right there. Then there was another one back there. But it's just kind of another high spot, but we're gonna keep working our way up this bank here. So we got this other hole here we're gonna try to sit in front of. We got all kinds of, I'm gonna scan all the way up because I think that's a tree there actually, but I wish I could mark them better. Or wish I should have marked them better. But we'll just keep working this bank up. And then I've got some spots on the other side. It's got some holes like this here we're gonna try to hit. Just kind of work our way up, see where they're at. Then we'll go around the point there. And then there's more of this stuff up there. So we're just going to work our way around, see what these fish will tell us. I mean, we got one here. We only got one bite too, so I don't know how much how much of this we're gonna make work for us. But we're gonna keep going. Like I said, I'm gonna actually scan up, and if I happen to see a piece of structure, I'm gonna go ahead and stop in front of it and then fish it. But I've done pretty well on this stretch this time of year, so, but I haven't really fished it since last year to sit down and fish it like we're doing now. So let's get these reeled in. I'll put fresh bait on the next spot, considering I have got plenty. All right, well, I found some structure. I was actually heading to the next hole. I had found some structure, like 2 little treetops or something like that, that had fish all around it. So, but I did need to toss out a drift sock though. This north wind's just a little too much for this current. Help hold us. It's like on my new boat I'm getting. I just haven't got it yet, but I had them add another pretty cool feature that I really didn't know much about until I seen it a couple times in action and talked to a lot of people that had it, and it was actually kind of cool. And then you let go. Yeah, I don't understand that. Yeah, I definitely don't understand that. Yeah, you just grab the whole back of it. Well, only a couple little bites here. So we ain't got to move up very far to get up in front of this other hole. So just a little bit further up. Probably keep that same bait, since kind of only giving them 30 minutes to try to get this stuff. Because there's a lot of spots I want to fish, and I don't want to waste too much time in one. If we're there, they should come up and eat. Yeah, we got up to the next spot. I seen some activity because we kind of we're at the hole's kind of over here. We're at the top edge of the hole, so I'm going to try to get into it, cast into it. But I seen some activity right there as it started to come up. So that'll be about where my cast is going to be, the end of my cast anyway. All right, let's get some rods out. There we go, there we go. God. Well, is he just wrapped up and can't fight? Yeah, he's coming up, so I would assume he's not that big. Probably just twirling. Well, that's part of that activity I seen. He's just not fighting. He must be tangled up. Oh yeah, he's all twisted backwards and everywhere else. Buddy, what did you do? Oh, there he is. Okay, now we can fight now. It's just all kind of twisted up. A little late for all that now, buddy. Come on in here. Yeah, come on in here. Say a little late for that. At least you wanted it though. Yes, boy, you got mud on top of your head. Y'all literally buried into that stuff? Y'all buried in it? Oh, man, come on now. But thank you. Fish number 2, finally. Okay, so I was just looking at the map here. And there's another little spot we're gonna try. So you can kind of see, let me zoom it in. You can see where we're at currently. This is just another big underwater point that has a hole right here. I think we're gonna set up like right in there-ish somewhere. Probably right there. I think that's where we're gonna set up next. I don't know if I've ever, I know because I've drugged this, and that's the biggest thing, like I said before, that Draggin has taught me quite a bit, you know, about areas like this, is because you would pull, you know, a certain ways and bam, you get hit. Then you know, pull a little bit further to bam, you get hit. And I'm just trying to go back through some of the spots that I would get bit when I was dragging. So that's going to be the next spot that we're going to shoot across the river, because that big brush pile's on the other side. So we'll fish this up here above us, then we'll shoot across, we'll fish that. Structure may be the same, then we'll come back across and then we'll finish hitting that stuff up there. But I think we'll do all fresh bait when we get to that next spot. Couple little bites here, that one little fish. All right. Let's see if this little spot here does us any better. Oh, did he drop it? God, dog. They're just grabbing the back end of it and just swimming off with it. Little fish, more likely. All right, there's that 30 minutes. We haven't, we just haven't come across the right spot yet. But I want to hit that brush pile over there because this wind's picking up. Not that it's terrible, but it's just a north wind. There's nothing good about a north wind. So I want to go over there. If we happen to catch a fish out of that brush pile or a structure that's over there, then we're actually going to end up going to another stretch of river where it faces north, to where this won't be a problem. But yeah. Little bites. Well, we ain't got something figured out. That's a fact. So we'll go over there and see if by chance we have better luck fishing something like that. Then I know where some more of that is. It's out of this wind. That's the biggest thing, out of this wind. All right, so I got quite a few depth ranges covered. So this outside one, I know is at probably about 40 foot. And I'm all the way up to about 15 foot right up here. But I think I'm gonna have to get me a different drift sock, because that little one ain't doing nothing. Well, hello, little shad that I forgot. Oh, and he dropped it. No way. Oh, you dog. We ain't had that many bites for y'all to be doing that. Well, I don't know, y'all. These old fish are playing extremely hard to get today. I mean, I guess we'll move back over. Had a couple little light takedowns over here. Yeah, these old fish they just do not want to play today. That's terrible. Started off with that 25 pounder. I was like, okay, this ought to be all right. But yeah, I'm just trying to think if I made the wrong call coming this way. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, like I said, I've done real well this stretch of river this time of year, but we'll move on over. We'll keep working up. We got a little bit of time left. That's the only thing. We're just running out of time. It took me so long to catch the bait this morning. But we'll try to get something figured out. Yeah, I did find a little spot that I'd like to fish. It's another little high spot that kind of rolls off to a hole, but the difference is there's like a hump, then it comes down. Well, right in the middle of that, where it comes down at, I mean, it looked like there was some fish in there, but there's a tree in it, so I don't know. That was what kind of drew me to it. We could spend 30 minutes on it. Yeah, we could spend 30 minutes on it and see if it's anything down there. But it looked kind of good. There were some fish, some smaller fish as it was coming up. So we will probably catch one of those if I had to guess. Oop, suspended rod. Yep. About what I saw down there. Come here, little buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's about what I saw down there as far as activity. Come on in here. Yeah, I think I made the wrong call trying to fish deep stuff today. I really do. But it is a fish. Little as it may be, it is still a fish. But that's suspending that double hook rig. That's kind of a neat little deal. Yeah, he's not all that, buddy, if at all, really. Still got the hard belly though. That's an indicator of that high pressure. I appreciate it. Thank you on a day that ain't a whole lot happening. Okay, well, that's it for this. That's it for this spot. We're gonna just scan up to that point there. If I don't see anything I like, then we're just gonna go to that mud flat, I guess, and cast some rods out to see what happens. We're running out of time here. That sun starts to go down. That's when it gets really cold. All right, y'all, made it to our last spot. This is gonna have to be our last spot. Oh man, we messed around at that other spot for a little bit. We actually fished I hit the little point there. There's a couple pieces of structure I hit. Absolutely nothing. So I just come to this mud flat. So the rest of the river was about 46 degrees roughly, but coming up here because the sun, I don't know what it is. Now I did see some activity back there. I didn't see nothing spectacular. But it doesn't mean, because so it's a mud flat that comes up here, and then it comes up even flatter, I guess you'd want to call it, up above us, because we're right up on the edge of it, and then up above us. So, but the thing I did see up here was I seen a little bit more bait. That was all the other places we have been, and where we caught a fish, there was a little bit more bait. So it's kind of, I don't know if that's a correlation of anything, but I did see a little bit more scattered bait up here. So this is where we're going to, this is, well, like I said, essentially our last spot. But I cut up one of them bigger shad. I'm gonna throw some chunks of him out there. Oof. Dog, I think he swam into my other line. Matter of fact, I know he did. Oh, little bitty thing. Why did you do that? I didn't even see him hit it. I guess he had just swam out so far that the line finally got tight. You dog, got me all kinds of tangled up. Little bitty thing. Ain't doing nothing but twirling down there, making a bigger mess. Golly. Man. Why did you do that? You could have just pulled straight back and then we could have avoided this mess. Buddy. Oh, why did you do that? Well, all right, I guess. Par for the course today, huh? Yeah, par for the course today. Well, actually, you were pretty dang good. Let me just get you out of here, and I'll tend to this mess in a minute. Well, it's another fish. Got it. Yeah. So what we were talking about is like up here being real hard. That would be the air bladder that's real thick. But man, it's real tough back here. That's what that high pressure does to them. According to Steve Douglas, that's what that high pressure does to them. So it's a little bit different, you know, pulling them out of deep water as opposed to that fish came out of probably 15 foot of water. Well, either way, I appreciate it. Sure wish he was about 40 pounds heavier. That would have been cool. Well, I know I said the other spot was the last spot, but we sat over there, caught that one little fish, and that was it. So I moved just straight across the river. This is a deep hole. We're going to be fishing 52 feet of water, but it's a deep hole that kind of goes in, you know, a pretty good ways. There's another deep hole right above us. We're just kind of on that high spot in between them, but we're not, I mean, we're less than half a cast away from getting into that big deep hole behind us. So I don't know, y'all. I mean, I'm just running around right now trying to figure something out. Or not. You know, that's the other thing too, is to not figure something out so I don't get stuck trying to do that next time I come out here. We're gonna drop these baits down and we'll give this we'll give it about a 40-minute sit. A lot of current right here. Well, if you ever wondered what a butt whooping fishing looks like, this was definitely it. Man, we tried everything. Even like I said, back down around that point and stuff like that, we went shallow, we went deep, we hit structure. I don't know. It's just amazing, you know, what a difference a few days make. Yeah, it's something else. But, you know, that's fishing. I have days, I have a lot of days like that where I come out and I just miss it 100%. But it really, like I've said before, these are the days that really teach me the most. And so, you know, I didn't really learn that today, outside of the fact of where not to fish, at least for the first little bit. But I know the next trip is supposed to be, the wind's supposed to be a little bit higher. I'm not 100% sure where I'll go with that. I'll probably have to stick further or closer to the boat ramp because, like I said, when the north wind blows, the ripper actually faces, well, the front of the boat will be facing north at that particular point. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So we'll have to try it there. It'll be a little bit more kind of that mid-depth structure, you know, about that 30, 40 foot range. But everything we tried today, like I said, we hit that first fish, that 25 pounder this morning. I was kind of like, cool, you know, maybe we're on the right track. But it kind of seemed like the further and further we got down this river, the less and less bites we got and less fish I saw too. Any fish I did see, they were about what we caught the last couple of fish. So yeah, I don't know. It happens. Unfortunately, it does happen. You know, and I sit here and I make these videos of me catching fish, but you know, sometimes I guess I just have to make a couple where I don't catch any fish. I mean, we didn't get skunked. I guess that's one way to look at it. You know, we still, if we had to eat, we'd be eating pretty dang good. I promise you that. But either way, doesn't keep me from trying. Doesn't, you know? I mean, yeah, does it kind of hurt a little bit? Sure, it hurts a little bit, but I don't get frustrated on things like that no more. I used to. Back when I was younger, I used to get pretty frustrated on days like today, but it just makes me try harder next time, make me try something different. You know, just makes me really, really, really think. And that's what I love about, you know, coming out here fishing like this. Because days like these they obviously make you better. And it's just something you can think about, you know, because I've already looked at the barometric pressure, the temperature, the wind, the current, you know, all that stuff. Moon. So that's all mentally logged for the next time I try to fish these conditions. So again, like I said, next time I'm going to do something completely different. So yeah, well, if it wasn't for the fact it took me 2 hours this morning to try to find the right shad, this would have been an okay day. But anyway, it's fishing. We all go through it. But with all that being said, I appreciate you watching this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.